Okay, let's see. All right, guys. Hi, everybody. Yay! I was wondering how I can get this thing to tell me what it's about. I guess I missed that opportunity. Hey guys, so today, good morning. I just wanted to do a Q&A. A lot of times you guys ask me a ton of fucking questions in my DMs and in my stories. And so I figured that why not just hold it here, hold some space for everybody to ask me questions about tattoo business, tattoo marketing, and anything spirituality related, anything like that. Please just send me the questions here. I'm going to be looking for the questions. You can send them in the little box. It'll be like a question here, and then I can just actually answer the question in the screen so that I can say hi to everybody here. I do also want to mention that I InkSpired and aligned my goal setting masterclass seminar, 3-day live Zoom live seminar is now open. So it starts next Monday. And you can now go in there if you want to enroll. I highly, highly recommend it. If you are looking to, set the goals for the new year, this year is your year. And so you just gotta, set the right goals, get in alignment, remove everything from your past, get in alignment with what your goals are, and then take the inspired action to get there. Because you guys, your dreams are so easily a reality if you understand how to get in alignment and take the right steps to get there. So if you would like to work with me on your goals for next year, get in on that seminar. It's $111. It's like the cheapest you can ever do to work with me as a coach. So it's in the link in the bio, but all the good things. But let me go ahead and answer some questions and see. Let's see. All right. So first question we've got here, it says, what motivated you to start tattooing and at what age? So for me, tattooing started around 25. I actually was a little bit of a late bloomer. I didn't get into tattooing until after I was an accountant for a very long time. And I didn't know I could even draw until I was 22. So we went to a wine and paint night, and all of a sudden I found out I could paint, so I quit my job and went straight into fine art school. And then from there, I looked for a tattoo apprenticeship for about 3 years before I was finally able to land one, thankfully, through a shop in LA. So yeah, so I started tattooing at 25. So it's never too late. It's never too early to start following your dreams. It's just all about having the courage to take the first step. So yeah. All right, let's go off with any more questions. Let's see. This is a funny one. Alan, I do not speak Tagalog. I only know the words that my mom yells at me for, because I'm Filipina and Native American. And so, yeah, the only words I know are the ones that when I get yelled at. So that's a funny question, but I like it. Let's keep moving. Okay, so let's see. So this one says, how often do you get artistic freedom in a tattoo, and what does it feel like having total freedom? So I am really, really lucky in my career right now that I get to have pretty much artistic freedom in everything that I do, and it feels fucking phenomenal. And the reason why I have been able to, attract the type of people that want my style of art to give me the creative freedom is because of the way that I show up online. I'm telling you guys, marketing and being in alignment with yourself and your authenticity is the key to attracting your soulmate clients, because I am so candid and so authentic here online, as well as authentic in the style of tattooing that I do, that the people that come to me are the people that are my people. They're my tribe. They're the people that want to give me creative freedom because they trust me implicitly, because I am so candid here and I'm so open and so as genuine as I can be on here, so that I can show up, either in the shop, in the experience with the tattoo, with the client and everything like that, and they'll know that they're gonna get something epic at the end of the day. And for each and every one of you guys out there, for as a tattoo artist, or if you're aspiring, that's the way, is understanding that people want to understand what their experience is going to be, as well as trust the fact that you can produce technically sound tattoos. And so by showing up authentically here, by showing up as who you are and not just showcasing your tattoos, because you remember, Instagram is not your tattoo portfolio. It's a personification of who you are and what you do. So having total freedom, I love all my clients out there that do that for me. It's a great question. All right. All right. So this is actually a really interesting question. Dennis, you think emotional intelligence is good to help you understand your clients? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I have invested probably tens of thousands of dollars in this year alone on my personal growth, on my health, on my mental health, on my mental wellness, because of the fact that I know that the better that I get to know myself, the better that I can understand there are limitless perspectives in this world, the easier it is for me to run my business and grow my business into the empire that I am looking for it to grow. And so when I can hold space for myself and hold boundaries for myself, I can also attract the type of clientele that understand that as well. And so we can have a deeper connection in understanding what they want, who they are, and how I can produce that creatively onto their skin and into a design on skin. And so yes, absolutely. Emotional intelligence is so key, because if you don't understand what's going on in your head, you're never going to understand what's going on outside of you. If you don't understand what's going on outside of you, you're never going to attract the soulmate clients that you want in your chair, because they don't understand you. They don't understand themselves. The more that you can get in tune with who you are, the more you inspire others to get in tune with who they are, and then they are going to find the other people that resonate with them. And that's how you're going to find the clients and understand them better, because you're only going to attract the ones that want your authenticity. It's a great question. All right, let's keep it going. Oh gosh. This is a great question. Duke, not trying to sound negative vibes. Not at all. This is not even a negative question. It's not bad at all. Have you ever encountered a bad client who doesn't like your work? So first things first, there's really no such thing as a bad client. There's only such thing as a client not meant for you, okay? Because that client could be meant for someone else, and they are a great client. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things. So there's never a bad client. However, I have encountered people that just don't like my work, and that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm not meant for everybody. That's why there are billions of people on this planet, is because the people that resonate with me and who I am are going to gravitate towards me. But the people that don't resonate with me, they're going to go somewhere else, which is totally fine, because I want that for them. I want to make sure that every single person on this planet gets to choose the things they want to do and gets to, get the artwork that they want on their bodies. Like, that is number one for me. The money is just energy. It's just an exchange of energy. It's not, I don't need everybody to fucking like me. That's not a thing. I don't want everybody to like me. I want a select few of people that just want to hang out, because I'm not here for very long. So whomever those people are, let's hang out. And everybody else that doesn't want to be here, go somewhere else. Easy peasy. Okay, let's see. Yes. Gallo, yeah, I certainly fucking do. Let's do it. I'm so down, dude. Like, anytime. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, so let's see. What's the best style for beginner artists, and what's your fave style to work on? So, as apprentices and things like that, I personally think that the best style for a beginner artist to work on is the style that they love. Like, I personally, for me, when it comes to apprentices, you have to be an artist prior to being a tattoo artist. That's just the way the world is working. That's the way the industry is working right now. So if you are not already drawing, maybe back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, and back then you didn't have to learn how to draw, you didn't have to be like an artist, but now you do. This industry is becoming a fine art industry, and that's awesome because the industry should be respected as such, you know? And that's the reason why people get to make big bucks. And so what I recommend is, what's your favorite style of drawing? And figure that out, hone that in, because if you can't draw it, you can't tattoo it, period. That's how I think about it. So if you're thinking like, you know, and especially for me, you know, someone who was always obsessed with realism, but I could already draw it with colored pencils and with paint and with paper. And so with that kind of thing, what I recommend is that, like, when I first started, obviously, the few things that we want to really, really hone in on is our line work, is our shading, is our packing, and it's our gradations. So it's understanding color theory and tonal theory, which is black, white through black, how to understand tonal theory, color theory, which is your colors, complementary, things like that, how to do line work, how to shade it, and how to pack it. So those 5 things are very essential, I think, for any apprentice, any beginner. However, follow your mentor. You know, find a mentor, follow your mentor's advice. This is just the way that I would handle it, and the way I have handled it. So like, for instance, Jackie, she was my apprentice, but she did dot work. She loved mandalas. She drew mandalas by hand. She could draw circles by hand. Like, the girl's got it. So her line work and everything on paper was amazing. And then so when we transitioned her to a tattoo machine, it was a lot easier for her to understand. Now she's starting to evolve into a little bit more illustrative, a little bit more 3-dimensional, a little bit more, you know, realistic. It's like illustrative realism almost. And so, you know, you get to evolve and change after a while, but definitely stick to what you know you're good at. And then the 5 foundational pieces of like gradation, packing, lining, color theory, and I forgot the last one I said, but anyway, you can rewind it. All right, let's keep it moving. Oh, wow. Has a client refused to pay you for your work? And if so, how do you handle it? I have to be very, very honest with you. I've never had anybody not pay me for my work. That is really gnarly. And if you've ever had someone do that, my highest recommendation is not to try and get the money out of them. To be honest, it's like, who cares? Like, just get that person and that negativity out of that space, out of your space. But then next time, as you learn, it's maybe that you take the money up front. You have them sign a waiver that that money has to be, that even if they don't reach their client expectation, that money is still owed. You know, things like that. I know that I've signed contracts for like coaching and things like that, where it's like, you know, like my coaching students soon in the future will have to sign these waivers that like, hey, even if you don't reach this certain goal, you know, it's not up to me for you to reach your goal. You still owe me, you know, X amount of dollars that we agreed upon in the beginning. But yeah, so that's how I would handle it. I wouldn't necessarily be like, hey bro, give me your money. Like, you better give me your fucking money. Like, I wouldn't be gangster about it anymore anyway. But, you know, definitely now I would recommend, you know, just getting that shit out of your energy and just like fucking make different decisions for the future. Okay, let's see. What else? These are great questions, you guys. I'm really proud of you. This is awesome. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. So I'm actually wearing an Inked NYC. So Inked Magazine has a tattoo shop, Inked NYC out in New York. And yes, I will be back there to go guest spot probably sometime next year. That'll be so much fun. So keep a lookout for all that good stuff. I'm also heading out to Austin in September, but if you're on my wait list, you'll get the first email to know about that one. Okay. So what else? Let's see. I'm going to just scroll down because there's so many. I appreciate you guys. Okay, this is a really good one. Okay. How can you make hashtags work in your favor for reels or just post in general? So, Isaac, as far as your social media hashtags, so as of right now, hashtags Instagram has changed their rules on hashtags where they don't need you posting 20 to 30 hashtags in your posts anymore. They actually just want you to do a select few of like 5 to 8. And as much as that sucks, it's also a really good thing because they're just trying to pinpoint where you want your posts to go. So my highest recommendation is always to do location hashtags. It's like where you're located. A lot of my artists, including myself, find us through San Diego Tattoo Shop and hashtag San Diego Tattoo Artists. And that's because, you know, we show up there a lot. I actually went into the hashtags today to see who's in there, and in the top hashtags I have 3 of my artists, 4 of their work and 3 of their actual faces in there. So I'm so proud of them for utilizing those. So just make sure to do location hashtags, and then anything that has to do with your style. So like if you do neo-traditional, just be like neo-trad, and then just go from there. In my courses, which is InkSpired Academy, I do go over this in much detail. So if you want to get on the wait list for that, you can go ahead and sign up for the wait list on that end. But yes, I hope that helped you with your hashtags. Okay. All right, guys. Geez, we're doing good. So let's see. Let me keep it moving. Top. Okay. Miranda, this is a really good one. Tips for feeling burned out. So the reason why you're feeling burned out is because you're constantly thinking of the future and all of your to-do lists. So when you're thinking about all the things that you have to do, like your designs, your finances, your drawings, your Instagram, your social media, all these things become an overwhelm. And then when you feel overwhelmed, your brain wants to go down because you have so much chatter going on inside of your head. Like, do you ever notice that when if you're tattooing and you've got a lot of chatter in your head, you're not really focused on your tattoo? So it's like that. So it's those moments where you have to really harness the self-care aspect of your job. Self-care is part of your business. You can write off your self-care. I write off my therapy, my acupuncture, my chiropractic. I write off all the mental health books that I buy. Everything is education, because if I'm not my best self here and now, I won't be my best self as a tattoo artist. So self-care is a part of your business. Add that into your business plan, okay? It's a really big deal, because if you can't show up as you in the here and now, you're not going to be able to show up for anybody else. It's like in the airplane when they say to put the air mask on you first and then help others. That's what that means. You have to self-care yourself first before you can go around, because you will get burned out. So when things start to feel burned out, what I highly recommend is to take a day off and to sound it out. And I don't know what you do, but for me personally, I like to either get out of town, like a maybe staycation, go out into the desert for a night or something. I meditate if it really needs to be just like here. Like if I need to be here, I'll meditate for a day or a night, and a few hours here and there. And then normally a big thing I do is, especially if the chatter is going on in your mind while you're tattooing, is to just take a second and breathe in for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 seconds, and then breathe out through the mouth for 8 seconds, because it'll lower your heart rate and it'll also get you to focus on your breathing. And so then when you focus on your breathing, you're here in the moment, and then you can kind of clear the chatter from your mind. And do that a couple of times, and it'll really help, I promise. But yeah, I hope that helps for you, Miranda. I totally get burned out. I'm a heart-centered hustler. So like I'm definitely like a workaholic, but I try to do that from my heart, and try to really like think and feel through intention. And so if I do feel like it's overwhelming, I intentionally stop for my business, because I know that I'll show up better for it. Okay? All right, guys, we have time for a couple more. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is actually a really good one. I have a big part. I am actually going to probably branch out and do a special course just for tattoo shop owners on how to really grow their business and motivate their tattoo artists. But to grow your studio, when you're talking about just your own tattoo brand, high recommend is to understand your marketing game. Yeah, marketing is everything. And if you really want to grow your business, your marketing, your shop, you need to do it for you, so that whomever comes and joins you, that what you've already created, the foundation that you've built as far as your marketing game and what you're doing, will definitely trickle down to your artists so that they reap the benefits, because their success is your success, and then understanding that aspect of it. So it's a high recommend. Social media is free. Social media is free. Social media is free. So when you think about it, you've got free marketing right here. It's just understanding how to utilize this tool in order to grow your business and attract your soulmate clients. That's going to be the key. Like you guys know, I have a online course that is called InkSpired Academy, which helps you grow your business online, how to get in the right mindset, to get in alignment, strategic and energetically for your business if you're showing up online trying to grow your brand. So that's basically what I do. And I have a course for that as well. So keep a lookout on that. That'll be launching again early next year. All right, guys, let's do one more. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. Wow, there's like really good ones. I should do another Q&A for sure, because you guys are killing it with these questions. I'm really proud of these questions. This is a really good question as far as tattoo technique goes. So how do you tone down colors? Do you use complementary colors or gray, or do you just buy them in the right tone? So you can do all three of the things. It just really depends on what color you're trying to do. So oftentimes, if I am trying to do a muted tone, but I have like red and green in the piece, red and green are complementary colors. And so when you think about that, yes, to mute it out, you can utilize the red and green. But let's say you're trying to like wash it out, then that's where I would use like maybe like a mid to dark gray. And then, or you can just find the right tone. I love color. If you guys have ever seen my color box, it's fucking crazy and awesome. I'm sponsored by World Famous Ink. They are the best ink. They have the best ink. It's all vegan, which I fucking love. You can literally eat it. I wouldn't recommend it. I've tried doing that. It's not fun. But World Famous Ink is the best ink. They have all the colors. It's my favorite. The viscosity, meaning the consistency of the actual liquid is like perfect. It's not watery. It's not too thick. I don't ever have to do anything with it, and it's easily mixed. Like it mixes to palette, so like I can actually mix my colors together prior if I think I need to, but a lot of times I'll just mix them in my tube whenever I'm tattooing. So I hope that helps. Mishmash. All right, guys, I think that is it with the questions. I only wanted to do 30 minutes of this. Don't forget, if you aren't signed up for InkSpired and Aligned already, the doors are open today. It is so exciting because this means that you get a 3-day seminar live coaching session with me on how to set your goals, how to get in alignment with your goals for the new year, and how to take actionable steps to get there. So we're all talking about mindset, health, this is for everybody. This is not just for tattoo artists. This is for creatives, anybody in the creative realm alike. I would love to see you guys in there. It starts next Monday, but if you get in now, early bird, there is an early bird bonus today if you go ahead and check it out now. So it's in the link in my bio. It's called the Goal Setting Seminar, Goal Setting Training. It's InkSpired and Aligned. I love you guys so much. I'll have another one of these because the questions were so good, but until next time. Bye, guys.